welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're joining me, my name is Lisa Baldwin and I am here to help you launch or grow your very own virtual assistant business. And this video is actually going to be different than any video I have ever done before. So it's gonna look a little bit different than what you're used to seeing if you are not new to my channel. I had the honor of doing a collaboration video with a client of mine. Her name is drmary Starr Carter. She owns Starr Health in California. And what we wanted to do was we wanted to put a video together that talked about really all of the kind of work from home options that you have. So this video is going to talk about being a virtual assistant, but it's also going to talk about what your other options are. One, I encourage you to share this video if you know somebody who is like, I need to work from home. I need to work from home. Now is the time. I encourage you to please share this video with them. As always, I'm going to ask you to subscribe and ring the bell so you are notified every Tuesday at 10 a.m. when I drop a new video. And I'm also going to ask you to subscribe to Dr. Mary's YouTube channel as well. And I will put a link to that in the description. Also, we have two really amazing offers in this video where you are going to actually get the opportunity to chat one-on-one with both of us. Without further ado, this is the video. All right, thank you so much for joining us today. I am so excited to share today's video. In this video, you will hear from two experts who make a full-time income working from home. In today's world, people now more than ever are looking for ways to earn income without having to leave their house. Myself and my co-host are going to review some of your options for making money at home. My co-host has a strong 25-year background in business. She started and ran several chiropractic wellness centers and has been a valuable consultant for other small business owners here in the United States. On top of that, she's also worked part-time for more than 20 years to grow a wellness-based home business that today generates over $1 million in sales per month. I personally have had the privilege of working with this person and getting to know her personally for the past year and a half. I have seen her heart for helping others by promoting health and wellness for individuals and families, and she is a proven leader that encourages, inspires, and works diligently to create a strong team of leaders just like herself. Our special co-host has found the keys to living a work-life balance when you have a lot on your plate. Today, you will find her enjoying life with her husband, Jay, and their young children, giving a business or wellness talk on social media, or mastering the art of baking the perfect healthy oatmeal cookie in her home in California. Please welcome drmary Starr Carter.
Thank you so much, Lisa. It's really, it's a privilege to do this with you, and it's really been a pleasure to work with your company, 605 Assistant Solutions. Your own 20-year background in administration, management, marketing, working as an executive assistant in a variety of industries has been a huge blessing for our company. You know, I found 605 Assistant Solutions, your virtual assistant business, at a very difficult time in my business and personal life. And you, Lisa, made it so easy to transition. Your team is efficient, fast, super resourceful. I went from drowning in busy work to being able to breathe again, and tripled my own personal sales volume in less than 90 days when we started working together. I can honestly say that in all the years I've been hiring employees, working with contractors, virtual assistants, you and your team are by far the best I have ever had. I can honestly say in all the years I've been hiring employees and contracting virtual assistants, you and your team are by far the best I've had. I'm so honored to work with you. You are such a professional. You take your work seriously, and you have a huge heart for your clients.
Thank you so much for those words, Mary.
You know, Lisa, the world is rapidly changing. The need for high quality work from home professionals is in high demand. Big business and small businesses are having to pivot their traditional ways to do new, innovative, and efficient working strategies from home. The secrets that I've realized in the home business industry for more than 2 decades are now quickly being realized by hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of business leaders throughout the world. Efficiency and flexibility are what businesses need right now.
Mary, you're right. But also the world right now, it's financially struggling. Millions of people are being laid off or losing their job, and small businesses and big businesses both are losing money every single day. And the world needs to find a way to make money quickly, but people don't necessarily know where to start. And so often, our own skills are so second nature to us that we don't realize how we can actually use them to earn an income.
You're right, Lisa. People are confused and they don't know where to start. People are in analysis paralysis, but today, in this video, we're going to help them. We're going to teach them what are some of the options for working from home, the advantages of our 2 different businesses, and how to get started.
Awesome. I'm so excited for this. So I want you to, if you're watching this, grab a notebook and a pencil or your iPad or whatever you have available to you, because we're just going to dive right into this. So our first question, what are your options to work from home? So the first one is you can have a traditional job at home where you're working something like 8 to 5. And with that, you do have some freedom, you do have some flexibility, but you still don't control certain things like your salary, vacation time, etc. Next, you can apply for one of the hundreds of online work from home opportunities. The problem is you have no idea who you can trust, especially right now, because there are so many like red flags and scammers who know that right now people are desperate for a work from home opportunity, and they are willing to take advantage of that.
You know, that's so true. Literally, like last week, I got a text, work from home in the pet industry, and it was, you know, some odd number and an odd, unprofessional email. And I'm like, you know, those kinds of fly-by-night scams are out there, and that's scary. The third option is a hobby business. Selling things online like eBay, Posh, Facebook Marketplace, hosting an occasional party for a friend. They make a quick buck, but they're not a consistent career type salary. There's nothing wrong with hosting a Pampered Chef party or a jewelry party or doing eBay or selling things on Posh, but they are not consistent income channels. So the fourth type of working from home option is called a home business professional. And a home business professional markets a product or service that comes from a very reputable company, and they manufacture and produce the product and or service. Examples of this might be a company that produces wellness products like vitamins, certain foods, juices, maybe a natural cleaning product, maybe an all-natural sanitizer right now, or a parent company that maybe has a line of books or cookware, or a type of service like a card delivery or a gift delivery service. A home business professional would partner with one company and market the parent company's product or service. From their marketing, they would gain a clientele. In addition to clients, the home business professional would recruit and train up a successful team of associates who market that same product or service. These 2 things combined together create a consistent income over time.
And then, Mary, the fifth option is an entrepreneurial business owner. And with this opportunity, people can use their skills or talents to develop their own small business working from home without having the overhead of a traditional storefront or rented office space, such as what I do in my business as a virtual assistant. So just to recap the five that we went over, we have a traditional job that someone can do from home. We have those work from home ad job fly by night companies that I don't feel like you can trust. We have hobby businesses where you can earn a little bit, but not a consistent income. Then we have the two industries that Mary, you and I work in, as you're a home business professional, and then I am an entrepreneurial business owner.
Great, Lisa. Can you talk a little bit more about the entrepreneurial business owner and what is a virtual assistant? And what are the advantages of being a virtual assistant and owning your own business working from home?
Sure. So a virtual assistant is an independent contractor who provides administrative support to a business owner from a remote location. So what does that really mean? Simply, I can do my work from anywhere where I have access to an internet connection, and I can do any type of task that doesn't require me to actually be in the same physical office space as my client. Now, some virtual assistants choose to be niche specific, while others work with specific industries and tasks. And I actually have a couple of YouTube videos on my YouTube channel that go into more detail about niching down and whether or not I think that's actually a good idea.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about some of the advantages of being an entrepreneurial business owner, specifically a virtual assistant working from home.
Sure. So some of the advantages that I see are you can set your own hours. So if you have an appointment, you need to go to a doctor's appointment, or you want to do a long weekend, or you want to go to the grocery store in the middle of the day when it's not busy. If you have like a friend or family in town for lunch and you want to take a longer lunch break, you get to decide what hours you work. And then I also get to set my own income. I determine what my value is and how much I earn per hour each and every month. Another advantage is I don't have constant interruptions. The work I do is very, very focused, so I can be efficient for my clients. And what I can get done in 1 hour now is something that in the past, when I worked in the marketplace, probably would have taken me about 2 to 3 hours.
Wow. Wow.
Another huge advantage that I like is I don't have to ask for time off. Over the past year, I was able to take time off to go visit friends and family. And I was able to do that knowing that if I needed to work remotely, as long as I had that internet connection, I could do that. Another great advantage, you don't have to coordinate your schedule with coworkers. So if you want to take extra time off over the holidays, you don't have to worry about if the person in the cubicle next to you that covers some of your work also wants that same time off. And then lastly, you just have the freedom to decide what tasks you do and don't want to do, and also the type of people and the industries that you want to work with.
So, Lisa, you aren't an employee. You're your own boss. You set your own hours. You set your own income. You decide when you work, when your vacations are. But I know you go into more detail about some of these advantages, right? You have some videos on that?
That's right, Mary. I just actually recently released a video talking about all of the advantages of being a virtual assistant.
Awesome.
So Mary, you've told us what a home business professional is, but what do you see as some of the advantages of that career?
So some of the advantages of being a home business professional is that a home business professional, they're partnering with a reputable parent company who does all the manufacturing or produces the products and services. They take care of all the legal stuff, the shipping, basically all the headaches of running, especially a big business, they do. So that's a huge advantage for the home business professional. And similar to the advantages in your career as a virtual assistant, I too get to set my own work hours, determine how I run my business, determine when I take time off, how much more freedom than someone who is an employee. I think that's the same in both of our industries. But some of the coolest advantages that I've found over these past 20 years is that I could build this home business right alongside my other profession. So I had a home business while I was in chiropractic college, and it allowed me, when I was done, when I graduated from chiropractic college, to be able to pay my monthly student loan bill. So that was a huge advantage, to be able to do both of those things side by side. Later on, when I got burned out of seeing clients daily in my chiropractic practice, I was able to transition out of a hands-on daily practice and go into a more of a lower paying consulting practice, because I had built a consistent income with my home business. I have had several small business owners love this advantage of being a home business professional, whether they work as a hairdresser full-time, a chiropractor, a teacher, a massage therapist. They were able to transition to less hours, maybe even stay home for a year with their kids because of their home business income. And I think the same is for you, Lisa. You know, I know a virtual assistant who used her virtual assistant business to put her through college. So do you agree, Lisa, like people in your profession can kind of have their home entrepreneurial home business, but they also can be doing something else full time, or maybe staying at home with kids? Would you agree with that?
I do agree with that. And that is the nice thing about being a virtual assistant, is you don't have to do it full time if you just want to do it part time, if you're just looking for like a part-time side gig. So I agree with that 100%, Mary.
Awesome. So another advantage in my business as a home business professional is that in our family unit, we didn't have to put all our eggs in one basket. So I didn't have to rely solely on my husband's income, especially when I had kids. And sadly, he lost his job out of nowhere back in 2006. He was laid off, didn't know it was coming, because his company just went out. The company he was working with went bankrupt. But we didn't have to freak out because we had this home business income. And the last one that is really a huge blessing in terms of a home business professional, especially over the past 10 years for us, is that I've been able to take months off at a time and still get a consistent income every month, whether I was having babies. This past year, I got to travel to Uganda to do service work for a month. And a few years ago, my husband had a terrible injury where he was hospitalized for more than a month and then recovering for months. And I couldn't work in my home business, but I was still getting that monthly consistent paycheck because I had established a loyal customer base and a team of associates who also established a loyal customer base. And that gave me a consistent monthly paycheck.
And Mary, that's actually a big difference between our two businesses, because my business doesn't actually work that way. With the way I've established my business is I get paid per hour, or I know some virtual assistants get paid per project. So in my case, my income is dependent solely on the amount of hours that I actually do work in my business each month.
You know, that is true, Lisa, but it takes me much longer in my industry to create that consistent full-time income. How long did it take you to create a consistent full-time income?
So within about 90 days, I had what I would say is a consistent income that paid all of my bills. And then within a year, I had replaced the full-time income I was making when I was working in the corporate world.
Wow. Yes, my company has this income disclosure statement where you can actually see how many months it takes on average to achieve a level of income with a home business, with our home business. In many cases, it is years to grow that consistent type of income I was talking about earlier. But you compare it to an entrepreneurial business owner who has a storefront, pays tens of thousands of dollars in equipment or training, maybe hundreds of thousands to start a business. Most of those businesses go out of business within 2 to 5 years. I saw that in my own chiropractic profession, or our valedictorian of our chiropractic class. He went bankrupt just a few years into his practice. My husband, he ran a computer repair store. And one day the city decided they were going to expand the road right by his parking lot, which meant customers couldn't get in. And it took 3 months, and it wrecked his business and ultimately ended his business. Okay, Lisa, we've talked about the advantages of a home-based entrepreneurial business like a virtual assistant business. And we talked about a home-based professional advantages. Let's talk about how we get paid in these two professions. How do we make money in our professions?
Sure. So as I mentioned before, virtual assistants actually can get paid a couple of different ways. I sell monthly hourly packages, while other virtual assistants may charge on a per project basis. The nice thing is you get to decide exactly how you want to run your business. So, and I go into more detail about pricing services and packages in my virtual assistant business Kickstart course.
Okay. I get paid when I sell products to clients. My parent company will actually send me a monthly commission check. I have a consumable products, meaning they get used up every month. So I get paid for those regular clients I have. Most companies like mine do have an easy, consistent ordering program for loyal clients. So it makes it easier. But I also get paid when I interview and accept an associate into my business. And as they develop their personal sales volume, I get paid on that. So kind of like a real estate broker professional, I get paid on my own sales and the sales of the associates that I bring on the team. And again, this payment comes in the form of a commission check monthly. I also get a 1099 income statement for my taxes at the end of the year.
So the differences in the way that each one of us gets paid. I get paid, most virtual assistants get paid hourly for their services through a contracted amount on a monthly basis. And then you get paid a monthly commission and a residual sales commission monthly in one check. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. So unlike an employee who has their taxes withheld from their paycheck, we do taxes differently. Our businesses add up our expenses for running a business, and then we subtract that from our gross income in order to get our net income. There are actually several really good tax advantages for being an entrepreneur or a home business professional. And I go into more detail on those in my virtual assistant business Kickstart course.
I want to add one of the benefits, tax advantages too, is that our training is a tax advantage. To be a business professional, our training is a tax advantage.
Yep.
Okay, Lisa, how do you get started being a virtual assistant, an entrepreneurial business owner? How do you get started as being a virtual assistant?
So really, to get started, all you need is 3 things. And it's a computer, an internet connection, and a skill.
Wow. Well, Lisa, I've worked with dozens of virtual assistants over the years, and many of them base their businesses on a skill like administration, organization, transcription, social media. but none of them really have achieved the success your company has. Um, I believe the reason is they were not successful like your company is because they didn't have the training and skills to run a professional business. They had skills of doing a task, but they didn't have the skills of running a professional business.
Yeah, you're right, Mary. Many people that want to be a virtual assistant will have a skill that someone will pay for, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they will run a successful business. And I'm talking about making the difference between a few $100s a month and then having a successful business that actually has the potential to make thousands of dollars per month. But really, all in all, in about 1 to 2 weeks, you can have the training and the skills you need to start a virtual assistant business for anywhere between $500 to $1,500.
Okay. Well, Lisa, you have many resources available for people who want to start a virtual assistant business, don't you?
I do. And some of those are free. I do have a YouTube channel. It can be found under my business name, 605 Assistant Solutions. And there I offer a ton of free tips and tricks to help you launch and run a successful virtual assistant business. I also have a free 3-day virtual assistant business e-course where I go through and help you determine if starting a virtual assistant business is actually going to be the right fit for you. And then I also have a paid virtual assistant business kickstart course where I help you get your business started in that 1 to 2 week time period. And then in that paid course, I cover things like where do you find clients? How do you start a business? All of the legal things associated with that. How to brand your business, how to market, how to price your services, how to niche down if that's what you want to do. And then I go over some best business practices, and there really is just a lot more information in there. But Mary, can you tell me and tell our audience really what it takes to get started as a home business professional?
Great. Depending on the company a person partners with, a home business professional can get started from anywhere from $800 to around $2,400. And that includes their professional training. We actually start our professionals with practice training, like literally within the first 3 days of getting started, so they can build confidence and skills as they're earning an income and developing their client base. We outsource our professional training to an expert that helps our associates understand how to run a business and manage finances. They learn to manage money, pay off debt, improve their communication skills, all which helps them both in their home business and in their home life.
And Mary, we actually outsource that same specialized training, which is what sets our virtual assistants apart from so many others out there. It teaches how to deal with a variety of personalities, a variety of situations, which helps the virtual assistants in their virtual assistant businesses and in their home life as well.
You know, as a client of 605 Assistant Solutions, I can say your company really does stand apart from the rest. And I really know it's because of that professional VA training you have coupled with the specialized training that we both use.
You're right, Mary. I agree.
You know, Lisa, we've talked about the different forms of businesses working from home. We talked about those 5 different ways to make money working from home. We shared with our audience our 2 professions as an entrepreneurial home business owner, such as a virtual assistant, and a home business professional. We talked about the advantages. We talked about how we get paid, how we get trained, and how we get started.
Now, Mary, there's gonna be 3 types of people watching this video. And the first type is gonna be somebody who says, thanks, but no thanks. I'm happy where I'm at, and I don't need to learn anything more. And we appreciate you, and we thank you for watching. But we're also sure that you probably know somebody right now who's unhappy with their job, they're unhappy with their income, or the lack of freedom that they have in their career. So if that's the case, we encourage you to please share this video with them.
You know, the second type of person watching this is thinking, this is interesting, but I want to think about it. Maybe they like to analyze things, do their research. If that's you, the best way to research and analyze is to get our free Think It Over package, where you'll get access to Lisa's free 3-day e-course that'll help you determine if starting a virtual assistant business is right for you. You'll get a 15-minute complimentary question and answer appointment and links to specific additional trainings that it can help you to research, analyze, and make the right decision for you. Click on the link below to access the free Think It Over package. Remember, we have been inundated with many people wanting to work from home, so please have some patience as we get back to you. And remember, the sooner you click the link, fill out the form, the sooner we'll be able to get you the free information to help you.
Yep. And then the third type of person, this person is the one that is very serious about making money working from home. They're self-motivated, they're committed, they are ready to learn. And if that is you, great. Your next step is going to be our Kickstart package. And in this package, you are going to get a free copy of our Training Experts Guide, First Steps to Wealth. You are going to get access to my free 3-day virtual assistant business e-course. You are going to get a $50 off coupon towards my virtual assistant business Kickstart course. And then you are also going to get a 20-minute pre-screening interview with both Mary and I.
So you're getting nearly $200 in free resources to help you determine which profession is right for you. After your interview, we can see if it's a match. If it's a match, great. If not, that's fine too. At least it's a way for you to dig deeper into learning about how to make money working from home. So what do you have to lose?
That's right. That's right, Mary. So to get access to our Kickstart package and over $200 in free resources, just go to the link right below this video. So I just want to say thank you again to Dr. Mary Starr Carter for sharing her expertise with us today.
Well, thank you, Lisa. This has been a joy. And thank you everyone who watched, and thank you for sharing this video.